Erling Haaland, the goal machine who terrifies defenders. When people talk about the best strikers in modern football, one name always comes up: Erling Haaland. With incredible speed, unbelievable strength, and a deadly finishing ability, he has become one of the most feared forwards in the world. But how did a young boy from Norway become a global football superstar? Let's find out. Erling Braut Haaland was born on July 21st, 2000 in Leeds, England. His father, Alfing Haaland, was a professional footballer playing for Leeds United at the time. A few years later, the family moved back to Norway, where Erling grew up and began chasing his dream of becoming a football player. From a very young age, Haaland stood out. He was naturally athletic and loved sports. He even set a national record in the standing long jump for his age. But football was always his biggest passion. He joined the youth academy of Bryne FK, a local Norwegian club where coaches quickly realized they had a special talent on their hands. At just 16 years old, Haaland made his professional debut for Bryne. Although he didn't score many goals there, his potential was obvious. In 2017, he moved to Molde FK, where he worked under former Manchester United striker Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. This move changed everything. Haaland developed into a complete striker, scoring goals regularly and attracting attention from clubs across Europe. In 2019, Haaland signed for Austrian club Red Bull Salzburg. This was his breakthrough on the international stage. He scored goal after goal in the Austrian league and shocked Europe by scoring 8 goals in the UEFA Champions League group stage. Defenders struggled to stop his pace, power, and clinical finishing. His performances caught the attention of many top clubs, but in January 2020, Haaland chose Borussia Dortmund. It turned out to be the perfect decision. He scored a hat-trick on his Bundesliga debut after coming off the bench. Over the next 2.5 seasons, he became one of Europe's deadliest strikers, scoring more than 80 goals for the German club. Then came the biggest move of his career. In the summer of 2022, Manchester City signed Erling Haaland. Many people wondered if he could adapt to the Premier League, often called the toughest league in the world. Haaland answered those doubts in spectacular fashion. He broke the Premier League single-season goal-scoring record, won the Golden Boot, and helped Manchester City win the Premier League, the FA Cup, and their first-ever UEFA Champions League, completing a historic treble. What makes Haaland so special? First, his physical strength allows him to dominate defenders. Second, his speed is incredible despite his height. Third, his positioning is world-class. He always seems to be in the right place at the right time. And finally, his finishing is ruthless. Whether it's with his left foot, right foot, or head, Haaland can score from almost anywhere. Despite his fame, Haaland is known for staying focused on football. He follows strict training routines, takes care of his fitness, and constantly works to improve. His mentality is one of the biggest reasons behind his success. At the international level, Haaland represents Norway. Although Norway has not yet qualified for major tournaments during much of his early career, he continues to score goals and inspire hope that his country can compete on the biggest stage once again. Today, Erling Haaland is considered one of the greatest strikers of his generation. At such a young age, he has already broken numerous records, won major trophies, and become a nightmare for defenders around the world. And with many years still ahead of him, his story is only just beginning. Do you think Erling Haaland will become one of the greatest footballers of all time? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and see you in the next video.